Hello and welcome to another episode of WIC Commander. Today we have Hidetsugu, Devouring Chaos, who apparently has like five alternate arts that are really cool, however, are not on Magic Arena as I know of quite yet. So if we look at the deck, we have ourselves Hidetsugu, Devouring Chaos, who sacrifices creatures to scry, and then we can also tap him and tap 3 red to exile the top card of our library. We can play it that turn, and when we exile that non-land card, we deal damage equal to its mana cost to anything. So this is super cool because it means that you can have a whole bunch of like high cost things, or high CMC. Deck Bedazzle being one of my favorites here, being a double-sided card. It means a split card, sorry. It means that both mana costs added, so you hit someone for a grand total of 8. So we have a whole bunch of stuff that exiles cards off the top of our library. This is a value-based deck, so it will do a lot of hitting quite strongly with things like Dreadhorde Butcher and Croxer. Loads of like effects that deal like incremental damage along with Hitsugu. And a lot of cards that like exile off the top of our library. We have stuff like Florian, we have Theatre of Horrors, like a bunch of really cool Rakdos cards, and I just think the color pair in general is pretty fun to play with. So yeah, dealing damage, exiling cards, gaining value. I've played a decent amount of games with Hidetsugu now, and I'm very fond of this deck. So let's take it for a spin. Okay, so we have our first game, and it is a Mardu deck. It is a very similar kind of based thing. I can't remember the name of it. Let's just quickly check that out. That is Extus or Awaken the Bug Avatar, which is a mean pair. We have some good stuff here, though, and we're going first. It's a shame we have no black mana, but we have Fable the Mirror Blade turn 3. But I think we need the black mana to really be confident. Yeah, this is so much nicer, so much value, so much ramp in Magda as well, which means that we can get to Hitsugu turn 3, which will be super nice. So I think I'm going to go straight for Magda, although I'm not expecting that Magda will stay alive, but if not, then we can do Stormtress Crusader and Warlock class, which starts dealing some damage, drawing everyone some cards. But yeah, it'd be super nice to play Hitsugu turn 3 here. So hopefully we get to do that. If not, we can even Valakut, which is another way of gaining some value just from our things like lands, and we have Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay, I think we don't go Hitsugu yet and start doing Fable, although, no, we'll go straight for it. We'll get Hitsugu out as soon as we can. Then again, we don't really need the value yet because we have quite a nice grip, so it might be an idea just to go Valakut Exploration. Let's see. Yeah, let's do Valakut Exploration. I think Hitsugu wants to come down a bit later. And yeah, we'll save the Warlock class for now. This is a nice card too. Just does incremental damage if creatures die, and eventually when we power up to 7, a Wound Reflection, which can absolutely be faithful with Hitsugu. Just kind of sits there calmly for a long time. Only thing with Valakut is it's a bit annoying with us getting lands, and obviously we have quite a lot of high cost cards in our deck. So, but we'll do incremental damage over the course of the game. So yeah, you may notice as well from my voice, I have a cold at the moment, which is part of the reason that it's been a decent amount of time since I've uploaded. Oh, there we go, Magmatic Challenger, lovely, fantastic, another card which gets us more cards over the course of the game. Don't really want to overextend here, so I'm not going to play the Stormtress Crusader. Although the Warlock class means we're quite likely to get our next land. But Devil means we can take care of this, which returns non-legendary creatures from the graveyard. They don't have any at the moment. I think they're much more likely to go down the Awaken the Blood Avatar route by playing like a bunch of cheap creatures. But we've not seen anything yet, and they foretold a card, which kind of speaks Doomscar to me. In terms of what they could be playing in these colors. I'm really seeing, but yeah, this is looking like a Doomscar. No, Dark Ritual. Oh, nice. Okay. It's been nasty. Gilded Lotus. Well, we can Bedevil that, which is nice. But they might be going for the Doomscar after that, which would be completely understandable. Yeah, there it is. Fantastic. Alright, we're just glad to get that out of the way. I think we Warlock class to try and get a land, even though we're not going to get much value from the... Oh, Synpod is so good, though. No, we're going to go Mountain. We're going to be sensible, we're going to be boring, and we can always reanimate Synpod. We have some decent reanimation spells in this deck, so yeah, we're gonna go the Devil on the Gilded Lotus, get rid of that thing, and Dawnfist Crusade and start getting ourselves some cards. We can potentially go Professor Onyx next turn, which would be nice, and we deal 1 damage to them as well. Pelican Exploration is a weird one because, unlike a lot of the Exile effects, it actually just puts it in your graveyard at the end of turn if you've not used it, which is quite nice. Because it means that we don't have to worry too. Okay, yeah, so nice. Oh, we have a Tali. No land, unfortunately. I think we just go Hidetsugu, to be honest. Fable of the Mirror Break is really nice. Get some cards in our graveyard, but yeah, we're going to go Hidetsugu now. We want to start getting that value if we can. And as a sacrifice outlet, it's good to have 1 black mana open. It means that we can deal with any removal they send our way, any exile-based removal can be dealt with. But hoping here that they do something that we can respond to with Professor Onyx. And Atali works really nicely. I love Atali. Currently my avatar. I was intending to put some sunglasses on it on YouTube, but with the Scry and Hidetsugu, you can have some really nice hits with it, especially when you're playing high mana value cards in a lot of your deck. So yeah, let's see where this goes. Liliana. Okay, so this is a good example of a time when we're probably going to use Scry with Hidetsugu. And can we kill that? Each opponent sacrifices a creature. No, we can't kill that with our guy, unfortunately. We'll just sacrifice the Stormfist. Doesn't really make a difference. There we go. Lands. Fantastic. That's just kind of what we wanted right there, so that's fine. We will move our command zone, yes. Mountain, let's see if we get anything nice. Another mountain. Just as if we hadn't have scried that one away. We'll play a Tali, we'll see how this goes. Deal damage. See, they're at 13. I haven't done any major attacks yet, and they're still at 13. They need to play a creature here if they really want to get serious with using those counters from Showdown. They exile a lot of cards there. Reckless Impulse is nice. Don't know if it's anywhere near as good as Unexpected Windfall, which we are also running, I believe. So yeah, they pick Zombie. I'd be stunned if we get to have the Atali trigger here. Yeah, of course not. Should have seen that, really. I really should have seen that. And it's got haste, and it deals 6 damage when it hits our face, which is annoying. But we can Onyx it, so we are fine. Yeah, we'll just do that. Professor Onyx. Get rid of that Avatar. They draw a card, unfortunately. But they do lose a life. The incremental damage has got them down to 12. Professor Onyx, if we can get some good spells with, would be very impactful here in terms of draining their life. They can't awaken the Black Avatar this turn, which is awesome. Having a sorcery in the command zone is just so cool. Especially with the effect this has. I'm really glad that it doesn't have like the tacked on thing of like making us discard or anything. Right, they're formulating a plan. I think is annoyingly with the high value stuff, it's quite hard to cast 2 spells in 1 turn, but if we do get another land, that's more likely to happen. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Nice card. Kiki and a Tectonic Giant, but we do have a lot of legendary creatures. So it's not necessary. Okay, so oh no, they're not choosing to go for the Awaken the Blood Avatar again. They're going Kyra instead, which is nice way to counter the Onyx. Tectonic Giant. Where are they getting life from? Are they getting life from the Search for Glory? Nice. Okay, so we get a land, so at least we get to look at another card. Oh, it's Demon Lord Belzenlock. So they can just make us sacrifice it, which is kind of sad, but they can do that with anything we do here. And I think we want the cards we get from Belzenlock. So we're going to do that. We get Chandra, we get Captive Audience, and we get Citizen Spoils, so that's 3 damage. It does Captive Audience, it's pretty good in terms of dealing with what we're facing right now. They really don't want any of these modes to go off, so it's quite nice. Yep, they're Awakening the Blood Avatar, which means we sacrifice Belzenlock, doesn't it? Yeah, this is pretty damn good. Pretty darn good. Doing 6 to us there. Kaya can't do much, which is nice. Yeah, it's not going to go into your hand, and that's not going to happen either. So In terms of what we want to do here, I think seize this. We have board wipes, so I think we just aim for one of those. Get rid of Kurda, because Kurda. Nice. Yeah, this is looking pretty rough for us. So, I think this is definitely like GG, but it'd be interesting to see what we can go Chandra. They're going to exile something with Kaya. They can make sacrifice 2 creatures, so I think we just say GG and then move on to the next game. That was very fun though, very interesting matchup. I don't feel like we got slaughtered. Okay, it wouldn't be a Wood Elk Commander episode without Yarok, apparently. Seem to never ever face this guy, Yarok. Okay, I mean this is just ramp into Bells and Lock, which is super cool. We can scry with a Temple on turn 1. I'm not complaining. So that means we can double treasure. So turn 2 we play Magda, turn 3 we get 2 treasure, and then turn 4 we can play Bells and Lock, which is awesome. And we can also just play Hidetsugu turn 2 if we don't like that, and come in with 2 counts. So that's pretty nice. And we got the Mirror Breaker. Okay, I think we're sorted in terms of stuff to do. The Giant's nice, but I'm going to put him away for now. I kind of want to just have like smooth land drops for an extra turn if you've got spells to play. We're going to put Blight Step Pathway in black and play Magda. There we are. Magda looks like... Oh no, Magda is staying in this world. And is that a land drop? Did they miss a land drop? I don't think they did miss a land drop. So we'll play Kalane. So we have that extra treasure. And... see. We could have reanimated. We can still reanimate something with Bells and Lock. But we aren't going to play Fable of the Mirror Breaker yet. Because we have so many legendary creatures. It's a shame. It does seem like a really cool card, but we have so many legendary creatures that it can't really do the reflection of Kiki thing very well. It can do on Tectonic Giant and a lot of kind of like support creatures. Yeah, there's the Rejuvenator. Getting that 3rd land, which is not where they want to be. Maybe Bells and Lock will just be a GG. I'm not sure. Refilling the hand here, pretty nice. Pretty evil. What have they got themselves? They've got themselves a Jukabog, which does nothing. Not fair enough. Good card though, good card. Maybe we should be running that. Let's have a look. Carter's Vicious Return does not feel necessary when we can play Bells and Lock for a bunch of treasure. Coming in as an 8/8 human. Goldspan, Delicate. That's all we can ask for and more. Get ourselves a nice treasure. And yeah, they choose to kill Magda, I'm not surprised. Maybe that was a bit of a dumb attack, I'm not sure. But especially, yeah, when we have Goldspan, that's a pretty dumb attack. But Goldspan can be copied with Fable of the Mirror Breaker not being a legendary creature, which is nice. Yeah, they're having a really rough time trying to get our lands together. Be interesting to see if they run the gates. No, they don't run the gates. I don't know, maybe like 1 gate would be nice in a deck like that, if you're running District Guide. So I think we Goldspan and then do the Vicious Return on the Goose. No, we don't want to pay with treasure, we're just gonna do we have to pay this manually? Is that the other option? I suppose so, why not? So that's hitting them for 12, which feels nice. The board wipe could be on its way, so that's where the Vicious Return feels good. And we can we can't discard anything, but that's okay. We don't want to discard anything. Yeah, we can't discard anything to the Chaos, but that's the Vicious Return, I mean. That's okay. Get rid of the Goose. I'm surprised they didn't block the Goldspan with it, but they're probably doing a board wipe here, if they have it. Only got 0 swamps for the Witch's Cottage, which is a shame, but this is here purely for being able to put something on top, and then Hidetsuguing it into absolutely ruin someone's day. Okay, let's see how this goes. 0, nice. That puts them up to 13, so we just need to deal 1 damage, so that could just be Valakut. Valakut play a land, right? We will discard. We're going to discard the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which I didn't think we'd be doing, but we're going to do it. We could have discarded the Witch's Cottage. I think it's kind of moot now unless they have some sort of instant speed removal, which they could do. They could do. Delicate Mountain and Blood Chiefs first. Well, that's nice, isn't it? We're going to attack. And then end turn, we're not playing Blood Chiefs first, fortunately, because then that deals with 5 more points of damage, and we have our first win with Hidetsugu. How fantastic. Now we just need to play him at some game and show him off. And we are back against the Sultai with our good friend Muldrove the Gravetide. Now, this exiles all graveyards. Hidetsugu consumes all. Just felt like I needed to be in here, just because it's pretty cool. And it's a pretty nice creature when it comes back. We aren't doing much but telling before that, but I think that Hidetsugu consumes all should do enough that there we go, we got some more land anyway, so yeah, we're not feeling too bad about foretelling Poison the Cup, which is a bit of a weak choice, I think, in terms of this deck, but it does let us scry, which is nice. Lovely. Okay, well, we've got the Twilight Prophet. It'll be interesting to see if they do play any 1-drops, and if this is probably worth holding on to. If they play a creature here, I think we'll just Poison the Cup, depending on the quality of the creature. Atali. Yes, they're just player. I mean, this is kind of gonna mess them up a bit. They've just thrown some really nice cards in there. And Sin Prodder, Sin Prodder we want early, don't we? So, and they're not really getting the lands they need, so we're gonna play the Sin Prodder. There we go, Hidetsugu next turn, and we just always have the Hidetsugu consumes all in our back pocket. I believe we played first. I'm not sure, to be honest. But I'm trying to see if they've missed a land drop here. I could search for Ascanta. Yeah, I think they did. Yarok is going in the graveyard, which is going to be nice to see once Hidetsugu consumes it. It's a shame. It'd be a shame if we win 2 of these games purely from our opponent having terrible luck. Deadly Brew. There we go. There we go. Like that's fantastic. There, and they're returning a permanent. If they return, they've got to return a land, surely. They don't have a land. How rough. That must really be annoying. It does mean that Search for Ascanta is flip next turn, which means that Hidetsugu consumes all, is vulnerable, and would rather do the Vicious Return here. Yeah, because I'm going to get the Sin Prodder back, or Atali, which is awesome. Yeah, okay. They're going to flip Ascanta, presumably, and maybe get rid of our Vicious Return? Yeah. No, they're not flipping Ascanta. So, Harrow instead. Okay, sure. We can Poison the Cup at instant speed, so they're going to play 2 more lands here, then they can get another land if they so desire. For some reason it's showing Overgrowth, which means they probably have some sort of Overgrowth. Okay, each player discards a card. We're going to discard the Twilight Prophet right now. They can go up to 6 here to Poison the Cup, so Otherworld Gaze has Flashback. Okay, cool. If they do, I think if they hit Hidetsugu, which will bait out the removal, and then we can scry to get ourselves some more land. Let's see. They might go for Muldrotha, and if they go for Muldrotha, they can't play anything this time. After they play Muldrotha, because they're not flipping it still. Okay, there's the Woodland Cemetery. Yes, okay, we wanted to get that out of their hand, because removing their graveyard is vital here. And they're going to stop us reanimating, are they? Yeah, sure, that's fine. Archfiend's Festival might just go into the attack so they can sacrifice it, but they've now used... see, we could be greedy and try and get a land off of this. Which, let's do that, because we need that land, and if we don't get a land... Okay, we got the land, we're very lucky there. And then Hidetsugu consumes all to get rid of the Archfiend's Vessel. Fantastic. So they may flip Ascanta here, but we have... Do we have... Yeah, we've got Poison the Cup for Muldrotha if they choose to play it. They get themselves a forest. We exile all the graveyards. We can bedazzle their lands if we're feeling really mean. If there's one I mean, yeah, the Triumph seems to be the main culprit. But actually, maybe we want to hold the Dazzle for when it's counter flips now. They are committing Uro to the graveyard, which they can't reanimate unless... No, they can't reanimate it yet. They can't escape it. Cool, well, exile all graveyards. That's exactly what we want to do. That's 15 of their cards just gone, along with Uro, and then Gold Span has got to be enough to say GG, I think. Go into big bucks. There we go, 8 damage. We can sacrifice both of these, which is nice. We can't, okay, yeah, this doesn't care anymore about being targeted, which is fine, in my mind. They don't really, do they want to play more Dropha? They might want to play more Dropha. Demon's Disciple. Yeah. We will sacrifice Hidetsugu, unfortunately, I think, because then we want this ramp to keep going. Yep, we'll get him back. And we're going to get the evil vessel thing. Aha! It's so hard, it's lovely. So we have Vessel of All Consuming. And I think we go Atali. If we can get some Atali triggers, then my day is made. My day is absolutely made. And Godspan gets in. Ah, that's a shame. Oh well. I guess they could have done that with Vessel of All Consuming, but Vessel of All Consuming is alright, but it's not the best thing. Sure, you were still getting some value with Theatre of Horrors, I think. Or what have they got in their graveyard that they would play next time? Yeah, we're going to save Theatre of Horrors because we want to remove Muldrover on site. Cool, they've got no lands, so Muldrover? Surely, yeah, okay, cool, Muldrover. And then we shall poison the cup. To kill it. Scry 2, get ourselves a nice land. Oh, we can see the spoils and get rid of the Dazzle. Nah, in fact, let's just scry both of these to the bottom. They're both, it's not that exciting. I don't think we need land at the moment. We can make Vessel of All Consuming the God and make Theatre of Horrors a thing. Let's see. They need 8 mana, and they currently have 8 mana, and they cannot play. I think we do Bedazzle. I think it's pretty mean, but I think we Bedazzle to get the lock on this. Yep, get a +1/+1 counter. Bedazzle the Triumph, and deal damage to them. And unfortunately, from the way that we tapped our mana, it means that we can't play Theatre of Horrors without regretting it, but we will do that anyway. We lose one mana from that, but yeah, we can't do Tyrant Skeleton. Cool. I mean, Bedazzle actually is fairly useless against Muldrover because they can just replay lands from their graveyard, but they've had to go Mindstone, and I think this has got to spell the end, unless they draw. I don't think they can draw anything here that will help them. Okay, yeah, Conrad's alright in it. But we just got an instant speed thing. We can get rid of it. So we're good. Thank you, lovely. Right, okay, nice. Another victory. Woo woo. Shame it was, again, due to mana screwing, but hey ho, fun times. Okay, it is Rakdos versus Grixis. So, that's unkeepable because we have no red mana. We have Doomblade, which is fairly useful against their commander, as is Eliminate, but we can get rid of some of the earlier things. Tectonic Giant's quite nice, and Dreadful Butcher is real fun. So, it's a bit risky, but I think this is a keep. Yeah, cool, we'll do that. That's fine. Okay. Nothing too dramatic out there. Yeah, Duress, we'll get rid of one of our two. I assume it's going to be Eliminate. Cool, we'll get the Butcher in. The Butcher is here. Nice. If this goes unanswered, it can be pretty horrible. So I think they'll probably spend this turn killing it. No, apparently not. Okay, cool. Alright, well, we will just get some more damage in with the Butcher. Nice. And if that is a saw it coming, I think we just leave it. because the Dreadhorde bitch is just getting away with all this. Okay, Midnight Clock, that's fine. That's good. Cool. Well, let's go Tectonic Giant, because that's going to hit them hard. And allows us to get some lands probably a bit better. Dreadhorde bitch now being a 4/4. They might go Nickel Bolus, but we don't really need this Doomblade because they're not going to be playing many creatures. It's part of the realm. Okay, sure, fine. Is that one of two? Oh, okay. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Okay, yeah, so we'll get ourselves something from this. We'll get Swamp. Lame as that is, it's a card. Yeah, Swamp. Goldspan here? I think we Goldspan. And yeah, that's fun. Cool. And it means we have the Doomblade in case they do have something that isn't red, isn't black, that we can target. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, they're done. That's it. That's it. 3 out of 5. Okay, finale, and it is of course the Sliver Queen. Why not? Okay, we don't want to have that, and this is rough too, so we're gonna go down to 6. Why? Okay, we'll get rid of the Warlock class because we can at least play Rakdos. This is not the start you want against Sliver Queen. First Sliver. Regardless of how many times I play it, I still cannot get the name right. I think the Fable of the Mirror Breaker is fine here because at least we get the treasure from it. Yeah, they're into the Northing, so they're going to get themselves a jewel. Oh no, it's not a jewel snowland. Okay. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Storm's Wrath is going to come in huge. That's a big deal. So very bad about that. We can discard the Predator and Professor Onyx, unfortunately, I think, so that we can start using Hidetsugu next turn. They might just destroy Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which, yeah, okay, so I remembered why this is in the deck now. Is you can copy the Goblin. At the very least, you can copy the Goblin and get yourself a bunch of treasure, which is nice, you know. They're just ramping. They're just ramping and ramping. So they're ready to play the Sliver Queen next turn. We have a Swamp, so do we discard up to 2 cards? We discard 1 card. I think we discard the Innistrem. No, the Innistrem Predator is pretty damn good. I think we leave it. We just leave it. We don't discard anything. And then we can play Hidetsugu and a Goblin. And then Professor Onyx can deal with the Sliver Queen, the first Sliver, pardon me. And Hidetsugu can hopefully block whatever it cascades into. But they could also cascade into, like, I often see it cascade into a Fortsies. They usually have, like, Fortsies in some capacity. So I really wouldn't be surprised if that's just what happens. But they might cascade in something like a Cultivate, or they might not even have any Slivers. How nice would it be if they just didn't have any Slivers? I'd really appreciate that. This is, so, because it's a creature, it will have summoning sickness, so we can't just instantly make another Goblin and get our money back. Which is, I'm sure, why it doesn't have haste, because otherwise, why wouldn't you? Doesn't really much of a choice. Okay, they're having a good think here, so I'm just gonna click on the fish and watch it do its cool thing. Okay, try him. They want to Maelstrom Pulse that. That's fair enough. They want to Maelstrom Pulse that. I'm not gonna stop them. That means we can just start using Professor Onyx. Unless, are they gonna destroy Hidetsugu as well? That's fine if they do. Yeah, the swordsing it. We're gonna let that happen. Yeah, we'll let it go to command zone, because even if we don't get a land, this little gobbo is going to go the distance and allowing us to get Professor Onyx. It will let us get a land. It does leave us open to something like Cloud Shredder Sliver coming out and ruining our day. Killing Professor Onyx, but life will go on. Come on land, yeah, Sulphurous Maya, there we are, nice. Cool, so let's see what they choose to do. They're going Sliver? They're going Sliver, yeah, of course. They cascade into Vivian, Champion of the Wilds, so we're going to kill the Sliver. And the Dazzle at land? I don't know. This is a nice one. I haven't seen this in ages. I think it's quite cool. Because like you don't actually see what the exile card is, which is quite unique to green, of just like, oh, exile some card. And what? Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Okay, why don't we unexpected windfall the dazzle and see what comes from it? Because yeah, okay, sure. And then maybe we kill the greatest creature they control.
Well darn.
Play the
Looks like
rocket
you flunked out. Well,
and attack Vivian for 2, which means they need to sacrifice the Drover of the Mighty or Vivian. Okay, they've gone for Vivian, which is fair enough, because it means they can start getting in with the Drover of the Mighty. If they have a dinosaur, they have a dinosaur. Yeah, Cavalier of Night can bring back anything? No, it will bring back the Magma Channeler, which is pretty alright. Okay, fairly comfortable, because they're not slivering yet. Instead, they choose to get on the Locus of Creation, which, you know, is a card. They do have Sliver Hive. And they have Blast Sliver. Okay, so they can kill Professor Onyx, which is satisfying.
I tried to fix them.
So I think that attacking with the little goblin, it makes us a bit more treasure, is nice. Yep. And then instead of anything else, I think it's time to do the Storm's Wrath, and then we'd have enough to play Illustrum Predator or Hidetsugu, actually. Yeah, maybe we just go Hidetsugu. Don't have the 1 black sacrifice it if they want to get rid of him, but I think they're going to do the Cascade thing again, in which case we have enough mana to play something and Cavalier of Night it. What do they get? The Moxander. Cool. That means it's not easier for this Cascade again. Ah, perfect. Perfect. The Butcher's in town, so we will Cavalier of Night to kill the Sliver, sacrifice one creature, kill the Sliver, deal 1 damage, and smack them with Hidetsugu. Nice. So they need 9 now. And actually, Moxamba isn't that great at replaying the first Sliver because they need to have a legendary creature up, which they currently do not. They do have the 9 mana to do another Cascade though, which is kind of a bit mean. The Immortal Sun, I don't think we care that much about the Immortal Sun. They play the Spiteful Sliver instead because the Immortal Sun's too expensive, of course. Right, let's Hidetsugu. This is Claims, that's a bit unfortunate. Illustrum Predator does some things when it becomes tapped, but that is not quite the case yet. So this is when the first Sliver is live, this is when problems start to happen. Spiteful Sliver can't deal the damage to... It deals the damage to us. It doesn't deal the damage to our stuff, which is important. Illustrum Predator being indestructible is a big deal. And are they trying to reanimate? It looks like they're trying to reanimate something, which we can respond to with the Illustrum Predator. The vampire dragon of old. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're still looking at the graveyard. Do they have the voyage? Oh no, are they trying... They want to get rid of the Rakdos Lugget that looks at it? And they're lightning bolting. Okay. So they can lightning bolt the Predator. And I think we just let... do we just let that happen? I don't think we do let that happen. We might... I think we want Magmatic Challenger back, so... we let them hit us hard, and then we get rid of the Cavalier of Night, make this indestructible, get back the Magmatic Channeler, who is not quite strong enough yet to be facing down these other things, and get rid of Omnath, because Omnath is nasty. As is Blur Sliver. Yeah, field damage, that's fine. And then they're going to get rid of the Rakdos Lugget, which allows us to draw cards, but we will tap it for black in case they try to remove something. We can sacrifice it with Hidetsugu. Cool. Yep, they're going to get in. Presumably. No, okay, sure, okay. Oh, the devil. Thank goodness. Well, let's use Hidetsugu like we do every turn. We have Eliminate, which does 2 damage to Spiteful Sliver, which kills it. We can then eliminate... No, we can't eliminate anything here of value. Yeah, well, why not eliminate the Mars Vandal? And Bedevil the first Sliver, so that we can get in for a good 9 damage, putting them in a very awkward spot. Okay, they can do that. That's I don't really mind. I don't mind them making a 1/1 Sliver. It's gonna die to the Magmatic Challenger probably. Did they let it die? Okay, no, if they let it die, then that makes me very worried about them having the Mastery Animate spell of a creature type, but we get rid of Blur Sliver because Blur Sliver is scary. There we go. And that's 9 unless they... Okay, they block. Okay, that's nice. That's nice that they're jumping. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And if you beat the first Sliver in my book, that's a good sign that yes, it does, Commander. Hidetsugu, very good. Again, they're looking through this graveyard. What are they looking for? What are they doing? It is a Nivix Mastery. I can't even be mad. It'd be such a weird card to, like... It's a shame we didn't get to see all the cards they revealed with the Cascades, like, after the fact. Oh, dearie me, Emergent Ultimatum. What are they going to do with that? What are they going to do with that? And is it going to be enough to cause us serious problems? Presumably it's like extra turns. That'd be really annoying. No! No! Oh, wow. They just didn't have the whatever they wanted from the Emerging Ultimatum, so we beat the first Sliver, and that's 4 out of 5 games with a win. So I am very happy with that. And I hope you've enjoyed. Please subscribe so that we can get above 10. 10 is a fantastic number, super milestone, and we'd love to keep that number growing. So thank you very much. If you made it all the way to the end, bye!